The mid-range smartphone segment has started getting new offerings right from the beginning of this year. Just a few days after Honor unveiled its first pop-up selfie camera smartphone, dubbed as Honor 9X in India, Oppo has also unveiled its new offering called the Oppo F15. It is packed with features like a 48 megapixel quad camera setup, a tall FHD Plus AMOLED display, and a VOOC Flash Charge supported battery. And with a price tag of Rs 19,990, it comes as a rival to the Realme X2 and the Redmi Note 8 Pro. The device is announced in unicorn white and lightning black colors and in a single 8GB RAM configuration. The handset has already gone up for pre-orders and will hit the shelves on January 24th at both the online and the offline market. We got to try our hands on the new device, and here is what we feel is the good, the bad, and the X factor of this smartphone. The Oppo F15 we received is the unicorn white color variant. The rear panel is glossy like most of the handsets in the market nowadays and reflects a pattern with the light rays falling on it. This makes the device look appealing.
Besides, the sleek and lightweight form factor gives a premium feel to hold. The ports and keys are also neatly placed, making it easier to access them at any given point of time. You get the power key on the left while the right edge has the volume rockers. This saves you from locking the device accidentally while adjusting volume, which is the case with most of the smartphones. The Oppo F15 has a polycarbonate back with a metallic framing on the sides. This is another factor adding to the appeal of the device. The quad camera module at the rear is placed vertically on the top left corner. At the bottom, there is a USB Type-C port sandwiched between the speaker grille and the 3.5mm headphone jack.
Complementing the premium-looking design is a 6.3-inch AMOLED display panel which has 1080 x 2400 pixels FHD Plus resolution. It has a tall 20:9 aspect ratio and offers 90% screen-to-body ratio. The bezels are ultra-narrow on the sides but slightly thick at the chin. The smartphone draws its power from an octa-core MediaTek Helio P70 chipset. This is a mid-range chipset used by some popular smartphones like the Vivo V15, Oppo Reno 2F, and also the Oppo F11 Pro.
The processor is accompanied by 8GB RAM and 128GB expandable storage. Notably, the device ships with some gaming optimizing features like the Game Mode 2.0, Game Voice Changer, and an in-gaming noise cancellation feature. The hardware seems sufficient enough to render high-end games like PUBG, Asphalt 9, and Fortnite.
The Oppo F15 is equipped with an in-display fingerprint scanner that comes as a biometric authentication measure. The company is calling this feature an in-display fingerprint unlock 3.0 technology.
It is claimed to unlock the device in 0.32 seconds. While we can't confirm the unlocking time, this feature did unlock the handset quickly. To further ensure security, this technology is said to be based on an anti-forging technology. This new fingerprint sensor is said to have a 20% faster unlocking speed than what we have seen on the previous generation Oppo handsets. Another feature that we liked here is the presence of a dedicated micro SD card. This is primarily because a huge number of smartphones have been introduced with a hybrid SIM slots in the past.
The Oppo F15 is undoubtedly a good-looking smartphone, but the beauty comes at the cost of being a smudge magnet. But that's the case with the majority of the smartphones with a gradient panel in the market.
You will definitely find it hard to keep the rear surface clean if not using any case or cover. Thankfully, Oppo ships a transparent soft TPU case inside the detail box, allowing you to flaunt the premium looking device without getting it dirty. The case will also act as a guard against accidental scratches or falls.
The device is launched with an older Android Pie OS, which is wrapped under ColorOS 6.1.7 skin. The UI is nothing different from what we have seen on some Oppo's mid-range offerings in 2019 like the Oppo A9 2020 and the Oppo Reno 2.
It would have made for a sweet deal if it shipped with the latest Android 10 OS layered with the new ColorOS 7 skin. Also, it has some pre-installed bloatware which makes the UI a bit cluttered. A cleaner UI would have been appreciated.
Keeping the Oppo F15 ticking is a 4000 mAh battery. While this is a decent sized battery, a bigger unit is what we expected. Considering the device is equipped with some high-end internals, a 4500 or a 5000 mAh battery would have solidified the deal.
But to make up for it, the company has equipped the battery with 20-watt VOOC Flash Charge 3.0 support. The company claims 0 to 50% battery within 30 minutes. We will be testing the battery to its full potential so that we can give you a feedback on the charging speed as well as backup.
The Oppo F15 sport 4 rear cameras positioned vertically on the top left corner. The sensors on board include a 48 megapixel primary lens with an f1.79 aperture, an 8 megapixel wide-angle macro sensor with an f2.25 aperture, a 2 megapixel mono sensor, and an additional 2 megapixel sensor with an f2.4 aperture for depth mapping.
The cameras are equipped with features like EIS, 10x digital zoom, time-lapse, pano, slow motion, and a bokeh mode. To take care of the low light shots, there is a dedicated night mode which you can access from the camera app. The camera seems to do a good job of capturing details with good lighting around. We are yet to test its capabilities in locking details in low light situations. At the front, there is a 16 megapixel camera for selfies and video calls, neatly tucked inside the water drop notch. The selfie snapper is backed by AI, which allows it to beautify images automatically. You can also adjust its sensitivity manually from the app. Overall, the selfie camera seems to be well fitted for social media uploads.
The Oppo F15 is loaded with features, and to top it all, it offers a premium looking design. The company seems to primarily target the youth with a good looking feature-rich smartphone. We like the overall touch and feel of this device, and the hardware seems pretty decent for its price tag. But with just a single variant available, that too priced at Rs 19,990, could give Xiaomi and Realme an upper hand with their Redmi Note 8 Pro and the Realme 5 Pro respectively. That's all for now. Make sure you like, share and subscribe to Gizbosh YouTube channel. This is Sandeep signing off.